All right, don't skip. This is going to be a brief one. It will be a continuation of what you just watched on my first video on Is Dormahen and the comment Dormahen packed, which Dormahen was appealing to the president to withdraw the case against Is. I'm talking about a criminal case with regards to the dual citizenship.
Hi guys, my name is Afede and I want you to subscribe to Kwame Ofe exclusive on YouTube. Stay tuned.
What I'm realizing through my interaction this morning with Eric Denning, who happens to be a lawyer, the lawyer explained that judges and magistrates have code of ethics, and so Dormahen's chief or Dormahen's comment can be situated in a manner where we can say that this goes against the code of conduct for judges and magistrates. But as to whether we can cite him for contempt, that is also another issue. For him, he doesn't think that Dormahen intentionally tried to malign the court in any way or tarnish the image of the court. And based on that reason, Dormahen cannot be cited for any contempt. So basically, as to whether he can be cited for contempt or not, I think that is clear. Now, we also asked about Nana Akufo-Addo's comment when he went to Synod, where Nana Akufo-Addo made a comment to the effect that the Okyehene would definitely go to prison, and so there is no need for voters to vote for the Okyehene. Though the issue is at court, and I would think that well, if the issue is at court, you don't make prejudicial comment because we're not done with the case. The case is still at court, and then when you make comments to that effect, some way, somehow, it is contempt. And yet, we'll still use the first definition to say when there is contempt, you're trying to either tarnish the image of the court, you're either trying to make the work of the court a bit difficult, you're intentionally trying to malign the court in a way. And the lawyer said that, in fact, you can't just pick an aspect of Nana Akufo-Addo's speech and then say that it's contempt. You would have to start from where he started the speech, where he was talking about the fact that people think that he has been chasing the Okyehene, that, before you can actually put the whole issue in its right context. So the impression I got from these two statements clearly showed that none of them could be cited for contempt. It was actually funny, but I'm still reading further to find out the truth in that. But that is from the perspective of the lawyer. Now, there was a Supreme Court judgment concerning the involvement of chiefs in our politics. And then the Supreme Court clearly made it, or the Supreme Court made it quite clear that it is unconstitutional for our chiefs or our traditional leaders to actively participate in Ghana's politics. So the bone of contention for me has been, what is active participation? When we say active participation, what does it mean? Now, active participation simply means when you are involved in the day-to-day activities of a party, when you are involved in the party's processes, when you are involved in any other thing that makes you a member of the party, you become an active participant in that political party. There are points where we make political comments, which in effect kind of make it look like you belong to a political party. All these comments, according to the Supreme Court interpretation of leaders not actively participating in politics, clearly shows that it is not right. Now, per Yoni Kolendi, they explained that, the seat of a chief is revered and then it is well respected. Now, if you lead a group of people who belong to different political parties, while you become the neutral figure in society where your seat is so much respected, and then at the end of the day, you openly begin campaigning for one political party, some way, somehow, you begin to lose your respect. So in the mind of the Supreme Court, since we don't allow criminals, people with deviant behaviors, and the likes to become chiefs, it is in that light that the Supreme Court equally says that if you are a chief, don't participate in active politics. It doesn't also mean that you can have an opinion on development processes or on developmental issues in your community. You can equally share your views on developmental issues in your community, but it has to be a point of reasoning. It has to be a point of rationality, where you share your views on the issue, but it wouldn't necessarily be partisanship, in order to still hold the respect associated with your stool. In case a chief wants to engage in active politics, as was stated in the constitution, you would have to forgo your throne or your skin. You just have to move out of your seat. Just say goodbye to chieftaincy and engage in your active politics. You can find this in Article 271 in the 1992 Constitution. And so by that, I think we've learned something for today. We'll continue tomorrow. There's something that I'll be adding up. I think when you go to the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park, there's a new development. I'll be adding that to you in no time. Big thank you.